Morning, guys. Today we're going to go over the top 5 things that we need to be focusing on when we're debriefing. We're going to go back to the top 5 because lately I feel it's been getting a little bit complicated. There's a lot of things that we need to check, and even though those are important and part of our role, I want to make sure we're focusing on the major things that we should not be allowing a technician to move forward from a job if they don't have these items. So the top 5 is summary of findings and invoice details. So that means that we're checking that they have a summary of findings filled out. It needs to be in the invoice or the estimate, but it needs to be somewhere notated on the job. And all the plumbing SKUs filled out. So where it says tech to complete here, anything that's using a plumbing service or plumbing installation SKU is usually how you'll hear me refer to it. Those are labor SKUs, meaning they're all set for designated amounts of time. So if you pick plumbing service 1, it's a different time than plumbing service 5. And they're basically just periods of time to where you can bill for, so that we're still a flat rate company. So those have to be filled out because they can be any kind of labor. It could literally be labor for anything. So any of the SKUs that need to be filled out that you see are blank must be filled out in the invoices. Pictures and or videos. Absolutely has to have one on every single job. Doesn't matter if it's sold or not. There should be a before picture and there should be an after picture. Payment collected. This is whether we were supposed to collect, was there payment on the job, and if they did not take it out of their invoice, then did we delete the items off of the invoice. Estimates and or invoices, were they emailed to the customer, both the estimates and the invoices, and if the email failed, did we at least attempt to correct it to make sure that the customer is receiving the proper information, and did we get return visits booked? So was there an LTO that we needed to schedule? Was there a sold for later? Is there actually a special order part that we need to add to the special order board and put it on hold? Or is there some kind of to-do or recall warranty that we need to book from this? If technicians are missing any of these, they are not allowed to receive another call. Absolutely not. We are working on accountability with the technicians, and the only way that we can keep that accountability is help from you guys on actually stopping technicians and not letting them move forward. If the response is that they can't get one of these 5 items or they're not willing to, then you kindly ask them to call their manager, put a note on the board so everybody knows what's going on. That way we don't have somebody else pick up the phone and accidentally get them moving. Put a note that they're finishing their big 5, so we all know what that means, or put they don't have their big 5 done. That way we can all communicate amongst each other. And then if the manager lets them know that they can keep moving forward, just document the job that the manager is allowing them to move forward for whatever the circumstance is. But only from the manager after they've talked to them can they move on to another job. So if you do stop them and then they end up collecting the information that we needed from them, then you can keep them moving forward. So I get it. Business units are important. Material audits are important. Sold buys are important. There's tons of things that are really important, and we should always be trying to aim for 100% on our jobs. But this top 5 has to be done on every single job, and we just cannot let technicians continue to move forward anymore. So I'm going to have this printed out for everybody. I'd like everybody to hang it up on their wall somewhere, somehow, so it's in front of you every single day, because we're going to be talking about this a lot. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know.